Hey guys, hope you had a great spring break and hopefully you're ready to get back into a school routine and continue doing some art with me here, okay? So today, what I want us to do for this video is to make some tie-dye prints, okay? So the technique for this is going to be similar to what we did the week before last with the styrofoam prints, but we're going to use something a little bit different and kind of focus on making it have that tie-dye effect. But before we get started, I have an announcement for you, okay? So spread the word to your friends. The art competition is still on, okay? We are still going to have the art competition. Unfortunately, there's not going to be the district and the state levels like there normally would be. So it's going to look a little bit different this year, but we're still going to make it work. And what I'm going to need you to do is, those of you that have already turned stuff in, that's great. But if you have stuff that you have been working on since you've been at home, then what I'm going to have you do is to take a picture of your art that you've made. And I want you to make sure it's a good picture, okay? So make sure there's no shadows in it, nothing in the background. You don't have a name posted on the front of it or anything like that. So take a good picture of the art that you want to enter, and then I need you to email that to me. Okay, so my email is on the website. You can find it there, but I need you to email it to me along with your name, your grade, and whatever medium you use. So if you used watercolor, or if you used acrylic paint, or if you used crayons or markers or paper or clay, whatever you used, make sure you include that in the email also, because we're still going to have the judging by the same categories as it would be in the normal competition. So I've been in touch with some of you, and I know some of you have been still working on some things at home. So continue doing that. I have extended the deadline for that. Originally, the due date was going to be this Thursday, but I'm going to give you a little bit more time so we can have, make sure everybody has everything together the way that you want it. And I'm going to need those entries emailed to me by April 17th. Okay, that's next Friday, and I'm going to say by 3 p.m. is when I need it, because after that I got to start getting everything organized and put together for a virtual version of the art competition. Okay, so I'm excited about that. Please send me those entries. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started for today with some tie-dye art. What you're going to need is some aluminum foil. Okay, you probably have some of that in your kitchen, and you're going to need a spray bottle and some markers. Okay, so again, I'm using washable markers. Some regular ones might work as well. I haven't, tried those, but you'll need those, and then some paper to print on. I am still just using regular printer paper for this. If you have any heavier paper like cardstock or sketchbook paper, it will probably work better with that, but this is working just fine for me, okay? So the main thing that you want to do as you are coloring with the markers straight onto the tin foil, like I've already done here, is to make sure that your strokes are all going one direction. Okay, so that's what's going to give it that tie-dye effect. Let me see if I can do this real fast. Okay, so to give it that tie-dye effect is you're going to have to make it go kind of in a circular direction and making the strokes all go one direction. So I'll see if I can add an extra layer here just to show you. So you want to make sure that you are not just kind of scribbling around like this or making circles in this way. Okay, you want your strokes to all go one direction and be consistent with that. So I'm going to see if I can do that around here so I can show you how it can just go around, going from the middle outward. Okay, so I'm kind of going scribbling just a little bit. It's okay if it looks scribbly, but you want your strokes to all go kind of from that middle point. See how I went from the middle point and outward as you make a circular design that goes around. So that's just going to go all the way around. You can make it as thick or as thin as you want with that line, but once you have that, you will be ready to print. So let's see if I can get back here. Okay, so once you are ready to print it, caps on the markers, make sure you don't dry those out. You will need your spray bottle, and similar to what we did with styrofoam, you don't want to like drown it in water, but you are going to have a little bit more on here, maybe just a couple of spritz with the water, and then take your paper and lay it down on top and just kind of smooth it out. And as you're smoothing it, kind of work your way from the middle outwards. So the same kind of strokes that you used with the markers, kind of go in that same direction as you're rubbing the paper down on it. and you'll start to see that color come out from the other side of the paper. So once you can see that it looks like it's all transferred, that you have all the colors on there, you can just gently lift it from the corner, and you should have a nice, beautiful tie-dye design. And you can do this over and over. All you need to do is just spray that down again, get yourself a paper towel and wipe all that water off. All that color will come straight off of the tin foil, and you can do another print, okay? So you can try lots of different colors, combinations and patterns and things, and then there's some different things you can do with these. They make nice pretty backgrounds for a lot of things, so if you want to, you could write some words on it. So on this one I'm just going to write a nice little encouraging note. I'm going to say life is good. All right, so you can just kind of put that, oh, that's backwards. You can put a little note on there, hang that up, or something else you could try. If you've been to the website and seen my page, the lesson plan or assignment that I have on there for this week is to make a stained glass window. This also makes a really cool background for that. So if you make that tie-dye colorful design background, you can use, I just used a Sharpie and made my design for a stained glass window and went all around that way. So if you haven't been to the website and seen my page yet, I'm putting things weekly on there that are assignments that you can try at home, that are things that we would be doing in the classroom if we were together, but it's something I've tried to adapt it so that you can do some of those things on your own at home. So stained glass window is the thing for this week, so you can try that with your tie-dye, or you can go to the page and see some other ideas on how to make that happen. Okay, so that's the that's what I got for you today. I hope you have fun with it, enjoy, and be on the lookout for a video later this week. We will use tin foil again, and then you will also need some type of cardboard. So I've just cut out from a cereal box. So if you finish up a cereal box this week, go ahead and save one of the backs of that so we can use that later this week.